While the Helios Grand Hotel is not yet open, as it is going to be opening on the same day of Epic Universe on May 22nd, and in fact there were new images that can be found on Universal's website that offered a virtual tour of Helios Grand Hotel that have since been taken down, but some handy people online were able to get some pictures from this virtual tour. So we're going to take a look at some of these pictures and what this hotel looks like in the lobby, in the rooms, in the restaurants, and the fantastic views that can be seen here of Celestial Park and Epic Universe. And we also have some of the Helios Grand Hotel restaurant and bar information we're going to go through, and potentially we might get an idea of when Epic Universe will close on a nightly basis from some of their operating hours of these restaurants and bars. So for this video today, we are going to go through all this information, talk about it, get some thoughts. So hi, I'm Jared with Capture the Magic. So initially, the link that you could view this virtual tour on, which I was going to do the video from that virtual tour, it is no longer working. The link is there, but nothing is in the link. It was actually tucked away in the events and meetings section of the website. It wasn't on the main area, like where you go book your hotel. So I'm assuming maybe Universal just didn't want this information out there. Not sure as to why, but like we said, that we're able to get some pictures of this. So we're going to use Attractions Magazine here to go through some of these. And it says, see inside Universal's Helios Grand Hotel and new photos from guest rooms, restaurants, the rooftop bar, and the park view of Epic Universe. So this is the ceiling of the Helios bar, the rooftop bar, which that looks pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. So Sales Hub, an immersive hospitality sales software, apparently collaborating with hotel company Lowe's on the rollout of Helios Grand, published the images on its True Tour virtual platform. And like I said, it's no longer there. But here we can see the arrival area, the drive up, and you have the porte cochere right there. And this is to the right of that. Obviously, you can see Dark Universe there. And the pool area is over on this side as well. You just can't see it in this photo. I think the lobby looks pretty fantastic. I like the lighting on there. I like the pillars. And to me, this kind of gives off a little bit of a Riviera vibe from Disney's DVC Resort Riviera, which is actually one of our favorite hotels. I absolutely love the Riviera, the vibe and feel of the whole place. So to me, this gives me Riviera vibes, which I do like. And really the view on the back end of this is, I mean, from the lobby, you can literally see into Epic Universe. Like, that's a fantastic view. And the flooring has kind of some cool gold elements to it and this different textured wall here. So I like the look of the lobby. I think it looks pretty good. Obviously, it has very Celestial Park vibe in here, which is part of this hotel, which if they're going for a Riviera vibe with mixed into that like Celestial Park, I like the idea of that. And here on this side, we can see the moon phases, and on this side, we can see the sun phases. So that definitely blends in with the Helios and the Luna storyline of Celestial Park. Here is some of the How to Train Your Dragon rooms. Got carpeted flooring in there. That's interesting. Not a fan of that. I don't really like carpeting as a hotel ages, personally speaking. But and then there is the themed beds. I mean, those are pretty cool. I mean, you've got the How to Train Your Dragon accent wall. Although I'm seeing, I mean, this is the same thing as Stella Nova and Terra Luna, like lots of whites. I mean, this is kind of a modern hotel theme, which I really wish hotels would get away from. It just everything seems sanitized. But you do have more accents. Obviously, the wood stuff in here and like the doors kind of have that Viking feel to them. So it's not terrible with that, but it's just, again, I like more accents and things on the walls. And this is the room when you walk in. Again, it's got carpet in here. I'm kind of surprised. It's got tile and carpet, it looks like. Again, lots of whites on the wall. That's the headboard. So that's the same style of headboard that they're doing at Terra Luna and Stella Nova, but it doesn't have the accent lighting, it looks like, which I really do like at Terra Luna and Stella Nova. And again, a lot of bland, just white on the walls. This looks like it's got a little bit of a blue accent. Bathroom has some tile. Bathroom looks nice. I mean, it's got those gold framing to it, so it kind of fits Helios. I mean, from what I'm looking at the pictures here of the room, I mean, just from looking at these photos, probably, obviously being in it could be different, but just looking at some of these views here, I'm not too blown away by the room, to be quite honest. It looks okay. This view here necessarily, all these whites and just kind of the carpeted flooring it's an interesting choice. I don't know if it's a bad choice, just it's interesting. On the rooftop area outside the restaurant, I believe, which that's just going to be fantastic, be able to get theme park views while you're eating and like inside and outside. And obviously you can see from the room here, you can look into Celestial Park and Epic Universe, which that's a great perk and the main perk of this hotel. I mean, you can just imagine looking out your window and being able to see the giant fountain going off and things. I mean, I've never stayed in a hotel that was that close to a theme park to be able to see elements like that. So I mean, obviously that's pretty fantastic. One thing I wish was like Stellanova and Terra Luna. They don't have, obviously, those two hotels have those spaceport looking windows. Are supposed to feel like you're, in a futuristic spaceport type of place. But I do love typically with a lot of the Universal hotels how they have floor to ceiling windows. Like when you go to Cabana Bay and you've got the Volcano Bay view. I love the giant windows. I really wish these had the bigger windows. I mean, they're still pretty big, but I do enjoy how some of those have had those floor to ceiling windows. I think it just gives it such a cool aesthetic to the room, and obviously a lot of light coming in the room. I like a lot of natural light, so for me, that's something I've always enjoyed about some of those. And then more theme park views. It's a great view of Helios right there. I mean, at night, this is going to look amazing. This is outside. This is in Celestial Park looking at Helios. Obviously, the lobby is right here. Got the walkways. You got seating chairs out here. I mean, it's pretty amazing. You're going to have a hotel that you can just walk right into or out of and just be able to, like, relax and take a seat literally in a theme park, but it's a hotel. That's kind of wild. And the rooftop bar here, the rooftop bar, this literally looks just like the concept art. That looks amazing. And this at night, I can only imagine with the lighting in there and everything like that, how cool that will look. Looks like, decent amount of seating around the bar. I don't know how many seats are in here, but area. But I definitely like this star map that's above on the ceiling there. And that's the main dome, which is where this is located. And you can imagine at night, like it's a little low light. You got the map lighting up in there. It'll be definitely a cool ambiance in there. And then also up there, you can look out at the very top into Celestial Park, which is pretty cool. And then here's the pool area. The pool area here, I will say, is compared to the other premier hotels in that level, it's very basic. I mean, it's no slides or anything like that, but I'm assuming they're going for a relaxing vibe. Although I am curious, and I've talked about this before, how much in-park elements are you going to be able to hear in the pool area? Because this pool area is right next to Dark Universe. And you've got, obviously Monsters Unchained over there and all those elements with what they'll do with like soundproofing where you don't necessarily hear a lot of those elements. They may not be able to prevent that, but I've wondered if you'll be able to hear much in the pool area of the in-park things going on. And they got some of the lounge chairs here. And this is another end of it. There's Helios in the background. I mean, the pool area looks cool. Again, it's more of like a Vegas style relaxation. Get some drinks, food, hang out type of pool. Here's another area up high. I like the flooring in here. I like the look of this. I kind of wish this was more in the hotel rooms itself, like this style of flooring and things like that. But I like the look and vibe of that. I mean, the gold in there, it fits Helios, so looks like you can get rooftop access out there to go chill out, which is kind of similar to Aventura. It has a rooftop bar over there, which you can see some views of, but obviously this one being able to look into Epic Universe is a bit of a better view. And then we got a game room, which this looks just like the one that's in Stellanova and Terra Luna. So pretty basic. I mean, Mario Kart, plushies, stuff like that. Same basketball game. Fitness center. If I'm being honest, the fitness center from these photos here, obviously I haven't been in here yet, so I don't know if it's deeper, but it looks a little maybe the same size, but I was underwhelming a little bit in terms of the fitness center because it's got the same stuff that they have at both Terra Luna and Stellanova, which is not much free weights, very little kettlebells, but lots of machines, lots of cardio. But you do have the windows you can see out of. But it may be deeper than what they're showing right here, but not huge. But it's enough in here to get a workout, get a sweat a little bit while you're on vacation. And this looks like it is Flora Taverna, which is one of the restaurants in Helios. Or at least a part of it, maybe. I do know this right here is Flora Taverna. And I like the trees in here. It's kind of a cool look to it. I don't know if those are real. I don't know. I like the vibe. It's kind of like a Mediterranean mixed with the sort of Celestial Park vibe to it. I think it's kind of cool. And this looks like the grab and go area. Looks nice, but I think it's called, Aurora. I think is what this is called. And they have a freestyle machine over there, it looks like. So all this looks like it's about ready to go, and this is part of the event center. They do have a ballroom. Like this can be rented out for events and things like that. So this looks like what this is for. Pretty good size, and you're also going to be able to see pretty good views. So wouldn't be too bad if you got a conference going on. take it to Helios Grand Hotel. I wouldn't be upset about it. Now, some users on X pointed out, and this is from Beanie on X, that it looks like the rooms have some sort of automation like the Aventura rooms, because if you look real closely on here, this was before the virtual tour was taken offline. Looks like here there's a button here that says privacy service, drapes. I can't really read that, and some other all on or off. So I know Aventura has some automation, so this could have a little bit of automation to these rooms. Potentially. I mean, that view right there is, if you've got that view, that's a hard to beat theme park view for any hotel. You can basically see all of Epic Universe, and especially at night. Again, like, this is going to be unbelievable to see, because we've seen the lighting package at night and how this entire area is synchronized and lights up and has different things going on with it. So I think that you could almost just sit in your room and check out, stuff going on, just the park itself in the evening and at nighttime. Here's looks like when the fountains are going that somebody was able to get a glimpse of. This is from Wall and Ballin here. Pretty cool. And this is whenever it was working here. This looks like a 360 view from the lobby using the virtual tour. So Flora Taverna right there. I mean, the lobby looks cool. I mean, to me, the lobby is one of the better looking areas of the entire resort. Oh, the flowers up top. Those look cool. And I like the wood slats up there as well. I mean, from an aesthetic point of view, from the theming of the hotel being sort of like mythological mixed with Mediterranean, I do think the gold accents make a lot of sense. And the lighting in here is kind of cool. I like how open and tall the ceilings are also, with the trees in there. It definitely gives it a lot of depth to the room. I mean, doors wide open. Go out there and see Celestial Park. It's pretty cool. Here's a 360 view of the Helios bar. I mean, it's not huge up there. So I don't know how many people can be seated up here, which I imagine this area is going to be high in demand. I am wondering if it's just going to be reserved for hotel guests. And we'll talk about in a minute. There is a page on resi.com where you can get reservations for this, but everything currently for me is blocked out, or nothing's available. So I don't know if maybe that's a glitch on their end or what the deal with this will be. But given how limited the space is up here, I am curious if non-hotel guests will be able to go up here. And we also have, again, this is from Wall and Ballin. We do have overnight parking and parking fees for Helios. So overnight guest parking is $36, which I hate parking fees. I really do. And valet parking is $45. And day guest parking, so self-parking, is $125. 0 to 5 minutes is complimentary. 5 to 30 minutes is 10. 30 minutes or more is 50. Valet parking is $128. So they're definitely trying to dissuade people from parking in the hotel parking lots to go to Epic Universe, because obviously a lot of people would try to do that. Even though the parking lot really is not very far away. I mean, it's right there at Epic Universe, but you could see a lot of people trying to park at Stella Nova, Terra Luna, or Helios Grand Hotel. But both of those, I think Stella Nova and Terra Luna are both like $90-some to park there for the day. And then here at Helios, it's $125. So you can do that, but you're going to pay a lot of money to be able to do that. And like I said, over on resi.com, there is some more information about the restaurants and the bar at Helios Grand Hotel, because on Universal's website, they don't have really any more details than they've had for months on there. So this is for Flora Taverna at Universal Helios Grand Hotel. Currently, for me, there is nothing that can be booked when you go in here. Everything's in the red. And I know some people were saying online that they got reservations, but it's not even showing anything available past July 30th. And there's nothing that shows that anything's available. So I'm not sure if maybe it was just put up there on accident and those reservations aren't going to be honored. I'm not really sure, but we can look here at the hours of operation. Flora Taverna is breakfast from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Lunch is 11:30 to 2. And then dinner is 5 to 10 p.m. Food service is 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. And the bar service is 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. And again, this is contemporary American Mediterranean taverna-style setting with an accessible all-day offerings. Combines modern, restrained elegance with a cheerful spirit into an exceptional experience. The main point for dining services in the hotel: full breakfast buffet and a la carte menu in the morning. Comfort Mediterranean food presented with a modern perspective. Open kitchen style, live cooking, pizza oven, open grills, and Euro station, or if you're from the Midwest, gyro station. Attractive design, high ceilings, white walls, marble and oak wood, Mediterranean style and features. One of the social focal points of the hotel, the bar will create a lively buzz for its guests after spending the day in the theme park or after their conference. The bar and lounge occupy a prime location in the lobby of the hotel. And then we offer a bar and craft drinks and cocktails menu that is unique, short, and simple, with Greco-South Italian influences. Some people were, showing that there were some dates here available in April. I have heard rumors that Helios may sort of soft open before May 22nd when Epic Universe opens. I have no confirmation on that. That might be for Universal Studios employees and team members. So I'm not sure on that. I have heard rumors of that. But I would assume the hotel as well would like to have a test run perhaps before the park opens and just throw it into the first day. But don't know. So that's possible. I have heard rumors. And given that they are showing some dates here on the 16th of April, maybe that's something. Maybe it's nothing. Could just be an error here on the Resi website. Over here at Bar Helios, what they have here, you can't get any reservations here either. Nothing is actually being shown at all on these for any dates available. But what's interesting is hours of operation. Food service is 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Bar service is 4 p.m. to midnight. And bar service on Friday and Saturdays is 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. It says, we strongly encourage reservations for dining at Bar Helios. This comfortable, stylish rooftop bar and lounge appeals to and fits the needs of the modern crowd, locals, and visitors of the park. So from that language, it's seemingly not just going to be reserved for hotel guests. So maybe it will be just first come, first serve. This is a concept that provides a unique yet accessible food and beverage experience. The bar experience will occur in 3 distinct areas: the lively circle bar with 360-degree views, the intimate dining area, and the alfresco outside area with stunning views of the park. Guests should expect an elevated small plate experience with a great wine program and exceptional craft cocktails. So, I mean, if this is open to everybody, I think this is going to be a very difficult reservation to get. I would assume this is going to be very popular, especially at night, to check out, probably around like when the fireworks shows are and things like that. But what is interesting is it being open till 1 a.m. because one thing we don't know yet is how late is Epic Universe going to be open, because one of my main gripes about Universal Studios in general is how early the parks close typically. It's not uncommon to see them close at 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I like theme parks at night, so I'm hoping at least Epic Universe is open till 10 p.m. We do know the extended Friends and Family previews going on until April 16th are happening, or the park is going to be open till 10 p.m. That could be an indication that Epic Universe will be open till 10 p.m. Maybe on the weekend is open later. I would personally love it if it was open till like 11 or midnight. I think, at least on some nights. I think that would be really cool because it reminds me a lot about how Disney used to do that. They used to have those extended magic hours where it would be open till like 2 a.m. I always had really fond memories of doing that. So I would really love if this park was open on some nights a little bit later, or if you're a hotel guest, you get to stay in the park a little bit later, something like that. I think that would be really cool. So that could be somewhat of an indication of that, or it could be nothing. But I have a hard time believing Epic Universe is going to close at 8 p.m. and then the bar is open until 1 a.m. I would assume that may indicate that Epic Universe is going to be open later than the other parks, which everything I've heard, I do believe it's going to be open later than the other park. Now, I don't know if that means the other parks will be open later as well. I hope those are too, but we'll have to wait and see on that. And then they also have on here on Resi, you can, not currently, but it looks like you'll be able to book cabanas at the Universal Grand Helios Hotel. Everything says TBA, but it says, thank you for booking your cabana at the Lotus Lagoon Pool. The cabana will be yours from pool opening to pool closure for your reserved day. What's included in your cabana? So all cabanas receive a fruit platter as well as an assortment of 12 sodas, 4 Cokes, 4 Diet Cokes, and 4 Sprites, 4 waters, and a bottle of Fiji water. That's worth the price right there. That's like $20 for water. All cabanas are equipped with an LCD TV, a ceiling fan, a table with 4 chairs, 2 lounge chairs, 2 loungers, and a private safe. Swim diapers and life jackets are available complimentary at the pool services towel hut. Looks like you'll be able to book those here also. So a little bit more information about the hotel. Again, I have always thought the design and idea of this hotel sounds really cool. Again, I would say the weakest thing to me thus far is just, at least from these pictures, is how the room kind of looks. Again, it's hard to know in these pictures. There could be a lot of different elements to it, but just seeing some of these pictures of the walls and of the hotel room, it seems a little blandish in ways, not enough stuff on the walls. But again, this is a modern theme that a lot of hotels do. just a lot more whites, but there could be some more, art pieces on the wall. There could be other elements to the room that we cannot see in these pictures. But it's not that it's bad necessarily. I just want to see it to see more, but I don't know. But again, these pictures are not like professional pictures of certain angles. It's like a picture from a virtual 360 tour. But this does look like a couch sitting right here. So this may be one of the suites. So hard to know what we're looking at on some of these, but just some of the walls there and the carpeting is it's an interesting choice. It reminds me a little bit of sort of an older school like Grand Floridian vibe in the rooms maybe. Because the rooms feel like they have a different vibe than the rest of the hotel a little bit. I mean, there's some of the gold accents, but it doesn't fit like the lobby theming and stuff like that. But everything else, I mean, the lobby looks fantastic. The vibe of this, the views of this, obviously a main thing is going to be the views, and obviously the food and drink options here. It's going to be something that's going to be very popular for a lot of people. So if the hotel bar, all these things are available to everyday guests, obviously it's something that we're going to check out at some point because, again, the views up there, just hanging out in the evening, I can only imagine how cool that would be. And again, just an in-park hotel that you can walk straight into Epic Universe is quite the perk here. But something to remember is Helios Grand Hotel does not include Express Pass with your stay, because the main perk of this is basically being able to walk into the theme park. Now, I have heard rumors that the reason that only still 3 of the hotels at Universal include Express Pass with your stay is due to the original contract that Universal has with Lowe's Hotels, that was really only for those 3 original hotels. I don't know if that's true or not, but we may not see Express Pass come to Helios or some of the other hotels in the premier category. But I have to wait and see. Of course, time will tell on that one. But all in all, a little bit more information about Helios Grand Hotel, and I can't wait to check it out, go through here, and see what it all looks like in person. But from what I can see here, kind of has Riviera vibes, which I'm a big fan of, and kind of that Mediterranean take with it, with the Celestial Park sort of theming in there. I think it's an interesting idea, and I can't wait to get in here and try it out, see what it's like. But just 50 days away at this point until Epic Universe opens, and check out that theme park and Helios Grand Hotel to see how all these look in person and if they live up to the hype. But either way, that's going to be it though for this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, as we do lots of coverage here of Universal Studios, Epic Universe, Disney World, and pop culture. And let us know in the comments, what do you think about these pictures of Helios Grand Hotel? And is this a hotel that you might consider staying at? And until next time, we will see you in the parks.